conducting a field trip for Palm Beach Gardens Elementary School. They come through, they get a tour of the facility, so they learn all about the Loxahatchee River, because each one of our exhibits represents a different habitat on the river. So when you hear Loxahatchee, it means River of Turtles. Then they also get an additional program. Today we're learning about water properties. What makes water water? Why is water important? And what are some of the things that they know about water? We discuss density, buoyancy, and a lot of the different characteristics of water. And I put the salt water in underneath the fresh water, and it pushed it up because, right, the fresh water is going to float on top of the salt water.
We've been looking around at all the different kinds of fish. We did an experiment on the different kinds of water, like the salt water and the fresh water. There were two little boats, and we set them in the water, and we put heavy and light stuff in there. Then we'd see if it sink or float.
If you just kind of drop things in, it's probably going to sink, but if you're careful and lay them in gentle and balance your boat, it'll take longer to sink.
There was fresh water on this side and salt water on this side. The salt water seemed to work the best because it had a little more stuff in it than the fresh water.
Ooh, yeah, you can put the marbles on the side and keep it balanced. Good. The River Center is a program of the Loxahatchee River District. The whole purpose of the River Center is to get people to better understand the Loxahatchee River. It's a very special river. It's one of only 2 wild and scenic rivers in the state of Florida. This is a mangrove. Good job. This is what we call a red mangrove, and we can tell that it's a red mangrove because it has all those crazy roots down at the bottom.
We're looking at all kinds of fish, and we're learning about exotic and native fish. Exotic is fish that come somewhere else, and native is fish that came from Florida.
I'm a marine animal. Why would I live somewhere where I'm going to be out of the water half of my life?
We learned about all the new kinds of fish. I had no clue that there was a big fish like that before. So it's nice to know that there's new fish that I never thought of before.
Well, we are in the wild and scenic part of the river, and there are turtles.
It feels great learning about all kinds of fish and learning about turtles and learning about rivers and wildlife.
Where does your fresh water come from? I know you can get it out of the sink, but where does it come from before it's in the sink? What I really want kids to go home with is the fact that the environment is not a destination. The environment is where we live. It's their backyard, and we all have an impact on it. Whether it's positive or negative, we can all make that decision about how we're going to impact our environment. And we need to protect all of the habitats to make sure that they continue to function.